This year, the ornaments that I'm planning to make require some components that are make ahead. I need strips of glass that are decorated in Christmas colors. So I've got Vitograph, I've got confetti, I've got frit balls, and I've got scraps of red and green glass. So I'm going to make these look very festive, very much like the Hollyberry bullseye glass. It looks like I'm really overdoing it with the decoration, but they're going to be cut in either 1/2-inch strips or 1-inch strips. And in order to get the pattern on the strip, I really have to load this down. After I get them completely decorated, I'm going to put them in for full fuse so then I can cut them apart. I also need to make more frit balls. These I do in the fiber kiln. So I will probably chop up some red and chop up some more green and get those ready for the fiber kiln and run that before I run the bigger kiln. I'm gonna try throwing some blanks in the fiber kiln too. We'll see how they work out. Another make-ahead component will be for these mosaic trees. I need a lot of pieces of glass that I can then put together to form a tree. And I can either do it flat or another way I've done it. This is not for an ornament, this is for a votive holder, but to stack them up. So it gives it a lot of texture. But I need a lot of little tiny pieces. So I'm going to go through the pieces that I have already gotten smaller, and anything that has a really straight edge, I need to get rid of that straight edge. And these nippers are the handiest tool. If you want to make a very straight cut, hold it perpendicular to the glass, and you end up with a beautiful straight cut. But if you want it to look more organic, you can hold it at an angle and sort of twist while you're nipping, and you end up with a much rougher, less straight edge. It looks much more like a Christmas tree. This is a really handy tool. Another quick make ahead is I need to put kiln wash on this. It's an ornament that came from Joann Fabric. It was in the kids section. They're supposed to just paint it. So it's a little bit rough. I'm going to clean it up and put kiln wash on it and get it ready to do some texture ornaments. Mold is all ready, and I used Zip boron nitrate, the pump bottle instead of the spray. Although it looks like I may have put it on a little too thick. The final thing I got ready, and didn't film but probably should have, was cutting circles to put over top the snowflake mold, because I would like that texture to end up in the blank. Circles are usually miserable for me. This one came out great first try. Should have filmed it and didn't. So let's try again today. First step is I have to completely clear the area because this is my circle cutter. And in order to use it, I have to take my Beetle Bits cutter system out of the way and make sure my table is clear enough for adequate swing room. I have this beautiful piece of glass. You probably can't see it, but it's clear with the lightest little swirls in it. And I think it would make a great snowflake. When you put it down on the white surface, you can see the pattern much more clearly. And I'm going to make my snowflakes with this, what I think looks like a snowy swirl. So this is COE 96. I only fire COE 90. So this is something that I am not going to use for anything else. So although it was expensive, it would be very hard to return one single piece of glass. I can cut circles out of it and use it for this project because it won't be fired with any other glass. I like to put a baby wipe down so the glass doesn't slide as I'm trying to cut it. And I need to see where, so I'm going to try to go right here. Well, actually this part I like. This swirl, I like the swirl here, I like the swirl here. I'm not going to cut it into smaller pieces. I'll do that after I've cut my circles. So like I said, I put it down in a baby wipe so it won't slide. I need 4 1/4 circles. So I slide this down to 4 1/4, tighten it really well. I'm going to put the suction cup down, making sure that wherever I do it, it's not going to cut off the edge of the glass. So I have to make sure I line it up really carefully. And I should do this under the camera. So I'm going to line it up really carefully where I want it, making sure it's going to hit. I have to make sure it's not going to hit anything, so I can make a complete sweep. Let's try this one first because everything, I have a small work area and everything's in the way. Okay, now that I've cleared a path, I need to put that in place. Push it down so it's firmly attached. One hand on the dial, light pressure as I make a circle. Try to do it in a continuous motion. Don't stop. Don't overrun the path you've already made. Okay. I'm going to do all the circle cuts first. There's a lot of waste, but like I said, I'm really not all that concerned. I'll see if I can get another circle out of it. Over here, I doubt it. And the scrap is going to, unfortunately, have to go into the trash because I'm not going to mix it with any of my COE 90. Next step for these is I go around them with the heavy part to see if I can get the score to run. Let me make my little relief cuts. And then I'm going to go in with this. No, that's not good. Nope, I already broke it. See, I should have filmed yesterday. actually not too bad. I think what I believed was a break was actually part of the pattern. Not perfect, not bad. We'll probably do a touch of grinding to clean these up. But overall, tried to cut 5 circles, got 5 circles compared to last year where I went through a lot of glass and didn't get that many circles. The final make ahead for my ornament series is going to be a bunch of strips because I'm going to make some assembled snowflakes. And they just require a whole bunch of 1/4-inch strips. The little offcuts, broken ends are going to be used to make frit balls to cover the intersections. The reindeer ornament I'm planning to do with little wire legs for his feet. I'm going to use 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch squares and turn those into frit balls. So I need a few more strips for that. And for the body of the reindeer as well. So now I have a really good start on my 7 days of fused glass ornaments project for 2023. I'm going to take a break for Thanksgiving, enjoy some time with my family, and then I will start posting the videos the week after Thanksgiving. So if you wanted to actually make some of these ornaments, you'd have time to do it.